Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. It is Tuesday, January 14th, 2025, 6:30 in the morning Eastern Time. And here at Forex Smart Trade, we help people become successful and profitable currency traders. And we do that by teaching you how to trade with our simple but very accurate proprietary trading indicators. And this morning, I'm going to show you a sample of one of our trade strategies. When we train people, we develop a customized trade plan. This trade is one that kind of suits my risk preferences and just kind of the availability I have to trade. So with that, let's jump in. We'll see what we've got this morning. And we need to start by listening to this guy.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the ways we demonstrate how simple and easy the tools are by doing these live trades. They also serve as kind of an instructional platform for you to see a successful trader, see the strategy, and see how they walk through and think about it. I do 3 live trades a week, Tuesday and Thursday morning. At this time, also Monday afternoon, and then every afternoon at 4:15, I also send out a overnight trade setup that you can copy, which is using a slightly different strategy. When you become a member, we do live trades every morning and every afternoon. And one of the things that we think makes a big difference in the success of our students is we are continually training. We are always working on the fundamentals. We've got sessions every week where we're just reviewing. Like a professional athlete, you need to keep working on the fundamentals. Last night, on last night's live trade, we took one trade on gold US dollar. It closed profitably. And then on the overnight trade, we also took one trade on the pound yen. It also closed profitably. I have a checklist that I go through that kind of helps me stay focused, make sure I don't forget anything. Every morning, I like to refresh the green charts. I've already done that this morning. Refreshing the green charts clears out the memory and picks up any updates that might have happened in the program. At the end of every trading day, for trades that didn't go as I expected them to go, I like to go back and spend some time figuring out why. And because our simulator allows you to go back to the specific point in time, you can go back and look at specifically what was going on at that time, what the signal was, and why the signal was off. and that constant going back and trying to figure out. Sometimes you do everything right and the market just goes the other way. But more often than not, there's something that you did wrong. And by spending that time, it's a very worthwhile investment. Now, we are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action. People can also trade based on the news. We're not doing that. But I do want to know what news events are happening so I can try to trade around it. And the place I like to find out what news events are happening is forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks news down into kind of three categories. Yellow, which is low impact. I ignore those. Orange, which is medium impact. I also ignore those, but some people pay attention to them. And red, which is high impact. These are the guys I want to trade around. And this morning, we've got two red items on the USD PPI at 8:30. And my rule of thumb is that within 2 hours, I don't want to be holding a position within 2 hours of this news event. Because what happens is this PPI number is already figured out and is sitting on somebody's desk. And they're just going to officially announce it at 8:30. But people who are connected can make a phone call and find out what this number is beforehand and start trading based on what they think the impact's going to be. And by time our indicators pick it up, the trade's already moved. So I just stay out of it. I recommend that you stay out of it. So this morning, we will not trade the USD because we are within this 2-hour window. The trade I am going to do this morning is something called the 10-point trade. I like to take it off of a 1-hour chart. It tends to be worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. And my sweet spot's 11 pips. If I can carve out 11 pips 3 times a day, I am doing very, very well. And to do that usually takes 1 to 3 hours. So the strategy behind the chart is that there's 3 sections of the chart, and I want the lines in all 3 sections to agree. So with that, let's take a look and see what we have. I know we're not going to trade the dollar today. The chart we're going to trade off of is the Light 6 Major. It's a composite chart. It is showing me 6 different currency pairs. And in this case, they're all US based. As I said, we're not trading the dollar today, but we'll still look at the chart just to see if we happen to see a good setup. I start with the middle section of the chart, which is the majors and minors. This red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray line is the minor indicator. The horizontal red line is what we call the oversold line. This horizontal blue line is the overbought line. I am looking for situations where the market's overbought. That means the prices are a little high, given expectations. And the lines are going down, and I want to catch it and ride it down through till it gets to oversold. And then when the lines turn, I want to catch it the other way. And you can see a couple hours ago, the lines changed, and that was good for 17 pips as it ran through the channel. So that's what I'm looking for. In this case, we are oversold and the lines are going down. Can you make money when you're oversold and the lines are going down? Yes, you can. It's just not part of my trade strategy. It may be part of yours depending on your risk preferences and how you like to do things. For me, when we're oversold, at some point it's going to turn around and go up, and I don't want to get caught holding a sell trade when we're here. So if I don't see what I want here, I don't need to look at the rest of the chart. Euro USD, this is my favorite pair to trade. We're kind of in the middle of the channel. The minors are sideways, majors are going down. So we're going to pass. Pound USD, we are oversold, and miners have started to go up. The majors, we've got kind of an upside down duck bill. This usually means there's a little bit more down in the movement. So nothing there. Dollar, Canadian dollar, overbought. Majors still going up, miners sideways, so nothing there. I want all the lines going in the same direction. And when I have all of the lines going in the same direction, that increases the probability that the trade is going to go the way I'm projecting it to go. So I'm reducing variability by getting more of the different pieces, because each of the pieces are measuring something different. And when they all agree, that gives me a high probability of the trade doing what I want. Dollar, Swiss franc, overbought. Majors starting to turn, miners are sideways. Dollar, yen, overbought. Majors going down, miners sideways. So nothing there. So I've cloned this chart and made 6 different currency pairs. These are all non-USD pairs. So here, euro pound, overbought. All the lines are going down. So that's the second element that I'm looking for. The third element that I'm looking for is I want this red line to have crossed over the green line and the black line to have crossed over the gray. So I call that the double cross. So I have that. And then the fourth thing I'm looking for is what's the slope of the green line? And the green line here is less than 45 degrees. I want this slope to be steeper than 45 degrees. So all the lines are going down, but I don't like the slope of this. And I also don't like, I tend to stay away from when the line goes from more steep to less steep. So you see there's a kink here. So we're line steep and then it gets less steep. So I don't like that. So, but we don't have the steepness on the green line, so we're going to pass. Australian dollar, yen, all the lines are going down. So we're overbought. We started overbought. All the lines are going down. I've got the double cross. Here I do have the steepness. This steepness is greater than 45 degrees. So I do have all 4 elements. I will consider a trade so long as the green line hasn't. What the heck is this? So long as the green line hasn't gone past the halfway mark, and it hasn't. But what I don't like, again, we have the kink in the line, but it is steeper than 45 degrees versus over here where we have the kink and it's not 45 degrees. We're trading on a 1-hour chart. And when we're trading on a 1-hour chart, one of these 2 pairs needs to be daytime, active trading. And right now it is evening in Australia. It's probably around 8:45 at night, and it's also evening in Japan. So I want active trading going on because I want the trade to close within 1 to 3 hours. When it's not active trading, I don't want to take a trade off of a 1-hour chart. So here I'm going to pass. So even though I've got all the pieces of the setup here, I'm not even going to bother looking at the rest because I don't have what I want because it's not a trade I can take right now. Euro, Canadian dollar. Overbought. Everybody's going down. Double cross, blacks on top, reds on top. Good steepness on the green line. Better than 45 degrees. Green line is just entering the channel, so I like that. So I've got all 4 here. When I have all 4 here, I am going to jump up to the TNTs. And there's 4 different lines here, the 2 orange lines and the 2 blue lines. and I'm going to count how many lines are supporting the sell signal I see here. So thick orange is going down, telling me sell. Thin orange is going down, telling me sell. The blue lines are inversely related. So when blue goes up, that means sell. So dotted blue is going up, telling me sell. And thick blue is just barely going up, telling me sell. So all four here are telling me sell. I want to have at least three of the four. So I've got all four. When I have this, then I'm going to jump down to my pressure. And I want these lines either going down, which they're not, or I want the red line on top, which it is. So I've got 1 point here, 4 points here, 4 points here. I also like the fact that the green line is pulling away from the red line. So I've got the setup that I'm looking for. When I have the setup that I'm looking for, I also want to confirm it. And I confirm it by taking a look at different time periods on the Euro Canadian dollar. So I'm going to open up a full chart, and here you can see, we'll change this to Euro Canadian dollar. And here I've got a 1 hour chart. So this is what we were just looking at. But here's a 2 hour chart, a 4 hour chart, an 8 hour chart, 12 hour chart, a day chart. And the difference in the charts is how much information is contained in the candle. So here there's 2 hours worth of information in the candle. Here there's 4 hours information. And what I want to see on the 2 hour and the 4 hour is that we are overbought. Don't necessarily need to be going down like it is here, just that we're overbought. Because if we're overbought, there's less of a chance we're going to get stopped out. And if for some reason this signal weakens, we will pick it up. We will pick it up off of the longer chart. So we're overbought here, and we're overbought here. Lines don't necessarily need to be going down. I just want it overbought. So we have the confirmation. The question then is, what is it worth? And on some of the trades we do, the take profit's predetermined. If you see A and B, it's worth 3 pips or 5 pips or whatever. This is a trade where we have to figure out what it's worth. So I am going to just open up a clean chart for the Euro Canadian dollar. This was from last night, and you can see we drew our support and resistance in, and the resistance point was here, and it actually went right up to the resistance. But because we were trading against the trend, this is last night's trade, I went for a little bit less, and we hit that. So let's go here, Euro Canadian dollar. I'm going to crunch up the chart because I want to drop some support and resistance in. Support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. And by crunching up the chart, it gives me more data points to drop the line in to see where the support and resistance is. So let us see. All right. Seems to stop in here and here, over here. In here it's stopping, over here it's stopping, stopped over here, over here. So let's put one over here. And these on a 1 hour chart, they tend to be about 30 or 40 pips apart. So 4751 to 4789. So that's 40 pips. So it's stopping in here, stopping in here, stopped in here, in here, in here. Now I'm going to open this up a little bit so we can see it better. And actually, one more thing. So we are trading into a downtrend. The trend is down. Here's an uptrend. Here's a downtrend. Here's a downtrend. So we're taking a buy trade into a downtrend. So when that happens, I want to be a little more careful on how many pips I'm taking, because I don't want to. We can trade against the trend and make some money, but if it's trending down, I don't want to get caught with it continuing to go down when I'm holding the opposite side. So let's pull this back up. And then I want to see how much room I have from where I'm at to where the lines are. So going up, I've got, let's pull this down just a little bit. I've got, if you look on the top right there, 36 pips up. And we're going to have a couple pips down, 4 pips down. And let's just see how much to over here. So that's 17 pips. So 17 pips. Let's go back and take a look at our signal. All right, so it's weakened. So now we do not have the double cross. So we're not quite ready to take this. So we're going to pass. It's going to pass right now. So let's keep going and see what else we have. Disagreement on the majors and minors. Pound yen oversold going down. Euro Australian dollar overbought sideways. Again, I've cloned it. I've got 6 more currency pairs. Canadian dollar, yen overbought. Majors are sideways. Minors going down. Euro New Zealand dollar. Everybody's sideways. Pound New Zealand dollar oversold. Everybody's going up. That's number 2. Double cross, greens on top, grays on top, number 3. Slope on the green line is greater than 45 degrees. So that's 4. I like that the green line is entering the channel versus gapped from the channel. What I don't like is we've got the kink in here where we're going from more steep to less steep, but the slope is still greater than 45 degrees. So we've got all 4 here. 2 orange lines going up steeply, 2 blue lines coming down steeply. So all 4 are saying buy. When I jump down to the pressure is weak sell, but green is on top. So that counts as a point, and it's pulling away from the red, starting to go up. So 1 point here, 4 points here, 4 points here for 9 points. Let us look at the full chart. So that's pound New Zealand dollar. 2-hour chart for the confirmation, oversold, and it is going up. This by itself is a good buy signal. 4-hour chart, oversold, also going up. Not as good a buy signal because see how this is gap from here. But I'm not looking for this as the buy signal. I just want it oversold as protection that I'm not going to get stopped out. And actually, if we look across the board, we're oversold the whole thing. So I kind of like that. All right, so what's it worth? So let's take a look. So pound New Zealand dollar. And let us see if we can drop some support and resistance on here. So we're trading into a downtrend, but we're going to take a buy. And not sure if this is it or if this is it. We're going to use that for now. And kind of stopped in here and stopped over here. So let's open it up and take a look. And how much distance do we have? So 43 up. And over to here is 24. All right, let's take a look at the chart one more time before we decide what we want to do here. We're going to go ahead and take a buy. And then we're going to take a buy for oops, did I not save it? That pisses me off. Oops. Oh, we did save it. Here it is. Oh, no, this isn't it. Oh, yes, it is. Pound New Zealand. Perfect. I'm going to take a buy for 15 pips. A buy for 15 pips. Again, I'm going to be a little conservative because we're trading against the trend. So pound New Zealand dollar, I have that open here. If you don't have it, you'd go to, you can take it on your simulator, or if you're using MetaTrader 4 or 5, you go to File, New Chart, and it'll probably be in this third group here. But I've already got it up. So I'm going to go to New Order. Let's get this here. Go to Trade. Go to New Order. And my lot size or volume is going to be a function of how much I have in my account. The rule of thumb is move this over 4 spots, a decimal. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1.32. I'm going to round this up. I can take anywhere from half of that to double it. I'm just going to take the 1.32, mark it buy. So it records it. I'm going to right click, go to modify, and we're going to go for 15 pips. 15 pips is 150 points. I just add an extra 0. I click the little blue button. It does the math for me. And we're going to use a 3-to-1 on this. So if I'm going for 15 pips, I'm going to have a 45 pip stop loss. Add the extra 0 to convert pips to points. Click the little red button. It does the math for me. And then click modify. And we can see I like where we're at. So the take profit is still within this candle, which is I wanted to be kind of within this candle. You know, I've got this pointing to the top of it, but here we're a little bit below the top of it. And my stop loss is outside where these candles have traded. So there's less of a chance that I'm going to be stopped out. So our take profit, let's pull this back here. So we took a buy on the pound New Zealand dollar for 15 pips with a take profit of 2.17505, 2.17505, and a stop loss of 2.16931. 2.16931. I expect this trade to close within the next 3 hours. Thank you for joining me this morning. It's a pleasure that you take some time out of your morning to sit and watch me trade. If you want to learn how to trade, best way to do anything is find somebody who's good at it and get them to teach you. You need the right tools and the right training. And not only do we think we have the right tools and training, but we are so confident that we can train you. Once we've trained you, we'll let you trade with our money and split what you make. So your incentives are aligned with our incentives. We make money when you make money, and you get the benefit of having a mentor who's overseeing what you're doing. Because since you're trading with our money, we don't want you to lose it. If you have any questions, you can try calling me. Best way to get a hold of me, though, is just to go and schedule some time. And you can schedule some time by going to Forex Smart Trade /schedule. Forex Smart Trade /schedule. All right, have a terrific day. We'll see you this afternoon when we do the overnight trade. Bye-bye.